Yes, indeed. This is not clickbait. The title of the video is completely percent facts. The fish race. Everyone already knows it as the ship version of the sea beast race for some reason. But the fish race is not a downgrade of the sea beast race. Sure, I get it. They both give immunity to water. You can get in water and just swim with both races, but people prefer sea beast race because of the healing buff that the new B3 has, and alongside that it has better buffs like regeneration on water and other stuff. But there's some things that make fish race a really good race, and people just skip it. It's considered the worst race of the game right now for some reason. I know the others are more flashy and have interesting mechanics and interesting buffs and stuff. The fish race is not bad, and I don't think it's the worst at all. Well, you see, first of all, we have the water style. It's the unique style for this race because you need fish race to unlock the B2 version with the sharks and stuff. And I know it's also considered not the best fighting style, but that's also wrong. I know it's not very flashy and stuff, but this fighting style is pretty underrated, not going to lie. Some people say it's not worth it because it's worth 2 Hydra Tails, which is insane because Hydra Tails right now are very, very pricey. Well, they've always been very pricey, but right now they're even more crazy. But this style is pretty good, even for PvE and PvP for both of them, because well, you can just use the C move, the shark, to group all the NPCs, and they just span every other ability. And in PvP, oh man, this fighting style is so underrated on PvP. Like, look man, you can just grab them with C. Of course, you can just, well, of course, you have to pair it up with something good. In my, oh, shut up, bro. I'm making a video. Well, you can pair it up with a sword. You can break their observation haki. Then you grab them. Then you teleport with B, and then you just spam them. All the attacks you have, and they're so dead, man. I can literally one-shot anyone with that. And of course, we have the V3, which gives us crazy durability. Just look at this. The damage reduction, of course, is not as impressive as the damage reduction on the B3 in Blood Fruits, because, well, but it lasts a lot more time. And it's pretty good to survive when you get comboed. Maybe when you're, I don't know, grinding and they attack you from behind. Pretty good. Oh, also I forgot to mention the fish race also gives you a speed buff. It's not as impressive as the speed buff on the animal or mink race, but it's also a pretty good speed buff. See, you're pretty fast. And it's not something to be overlooked because speed is very important in PvP. You have to be very fast. And well, like I said, this race is just very underrated. It has, I mean, there's obviously better races out there, but if you really know how to use the race and use it to the fullest, and if you give it a chance, I'm sure you can like it. Because most people just don't want to give it a chance. They just see it as the cheap version of the sea beast race. And the sea beast race is cool, yeah? It's cool, I know. Some people consider it the best race. And maybe they're right, maybe they're wrong, I don't know. With this B3, with the B3, the things have changed a lot, so I'm not really sure. But some people have always considered it the best race, even at least before this update. Maybe this update it went down or something. I don't know. I heard it's the best for PvE because of the healing thing you get with the B3 when damaging enemies. But I really don't know right now. So you can tell me in the comments if I'm wrong or if there's some changes. What race do you consider the better in this game? What race do you consider the worst? You can tell me in the comments and I'll read you. But well, I just wanted to make this video because I saw a poll on the Discord server that people that the devs like asked what race B3 we were more excited for, and the fish race was on the last spot, and by a lot, man, by a lot. It was the last, and I always like this race, and I really respect it. And look, it looks pretty tough, the B3. Look at all these fins, man. Like they just pan fins all over you, and said, "There, we have a B3." But not gonna lie, it looks cool. It looks cool as hell, not gonna lie. It's completely different from the B2. The B2 is just a fin on the back and two on the arms, and this one has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 fins, man. 7 fins. That's insane. But well, it looks pretty tough. Just look at the B3. Just look at this. You have like glowing eyes. Well, it's not in the eyes for me because well, my avatar doesn't have the eyes up there, but if you have a normal avatar, it will be up there. But it looks pretty tough, not gonna lie. And it's really disrespected and underrated because this race is really good. And paired with the fighting style, because this race gives a buff to the damage and this fighting style. It makes it a lot better. And it's really good, not going to lie. You pair it out with a good sword and you're literally unstoppable. You just launch, you just activate B3, just activate B3 and launch at your opponent, tank all their attacks, and you just straight up obliterate them. Just look at this, man. Just look at this. There, you break their arcane haki, you grab them again. You just teleport, and then you spam the attacks. Bam, 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 and they're so dead, man. Believe me. No one can survive that. This one, because it's a boss, of course, can survive it, but literally no one can survive it. At least they have, I don't know, some crazy passives or something, or a really good accessory, like the Tyrant armor thing or the Crab armor, because I heard those give crazy defense. Well, you tell me because I really don't know, but I think this race is pretty underrated, and I think you should give it a try if you have the resources to and the time, because it's not really easy. You have to do a lot of things. This game is really grindy, and it's very hard to get your race completely, and of course the water style too is also a pain. They're both a pain, not going to lie. But I really think it was worth all the effort because I really love this race and I really love using it, and the fighting style too. I think it's just so cool how you can just transform into a shark and grab your enemy. It's tough. Oh, and also you're pretty fast in the water. So if you're one of those who when that get low HP, or I don't know, maybe someone is teaming on you, 2 people are teaming on you and killing you, and you have no HP, you can just swim away with the shark and swim in the water because you're really fast. Believe me, you're very fast. You're faster than all dynamic. Of course, you can just use to teleport. Use the teleport and then use the teleport of the bee, because the bee teleports too. And well, no one can catch you like that because most flight moves are not really good for escaping when someone is attacking you because well, they get slower the lower the health. So well, this is a really good race. I hope you enjoyed my video and I hope you watch it till the end. I know I jab a lot. Maybe I'm talking too much. And well, this video isn't edited or something, but I really wanted to make this because I really think this race deserves more love, man. And well, I hope you like my video. Please subscribe if you like King Legacy or music, because I make music and stuff. If you like remixes or King Legacy or Blox Fruits or One Piece in general, I'll be uploading a lot of that stuff. Well, not really a lot because I usually don't post much, so I really won't be spamming your your notifications. So you can subscribe if you want. I won't be bothering you too much. So well, that's it. See you later, guys. Take care.